For this question, we are being asked, how long would it take to finish a book with 300 pages? The way to answer this question is to write down the units. When we say units, I'm referring to whether it's pages, minutes, hours, because if you don't write those things, you might end up not getting the correct answer. Because, for example, if we're talking about hours and you're talking about minutes, then the numbers won't be able to give you the correct amount because we're talking about hours and you're thinking about minutes. So in this case, the way to write down the answer is to put the units along with the numbers. So in this case, 300 pages times 4 pages here at the bottom, and we know that for 4 pages we'll need 20 minutes. And then since we want to convert the minutes into hours, then we put here the minutes and then the hour above, because that's the only way we can cancel out the units. And if we cancel out all the units in this way, we'll get 25 hours. Now, if you want to know the value in days, and one of our givens is that each day I can only devote 8 hours for reading, so that makes it 8 hours per day. That's why we have hours here and hours here. And if we finish the equation, we get 3.125 days. The other thing is, if you do not write down the units at all, and you might be able to solve it still, the other thing that you'd want to think about is if you do the division part, sometimes you think about whether division is really the correct operation or not. Because if you do a multiply, it seems like that's also valid, right? And so at the end, what you want to do is to know whether the numbers should be made larger or made smaller. If you're using division, then it's supposed to make it smaller, right? And if you're using multiplication, that should make it much larger. The problem is sometimes whether you divide it or you multiply the number, it's still not quite clear exactly if it's multiplication or division that's the operation that you should do. So in that case, if you're not certain, then it seems like really writing down the units would be the best path to solve the problem. Okay?